Okay, good evening. Okay, good evening. So, gumawa na naman ako ng isang makabuluhang tutorial. Okay, right now I'm going to show you a demo first about continuous integration and continuous development. So, yung gamit po natin na version control is Bitbucket and then directly check, build, and deploy to our AWS server EC2 instance. In my EC2 instance, ang gamit ko po is Amazon Linux 1 or yung 2018 version. So, kung titingnan mo, ito na yung website natin. Like for instance lang po, like for example, marami tayong developer, meron tayong development, staging, at master branch for production. So, yung gagawin po natin is when when the pipeline, okay, when the pipeline detects when there's a push or commit, push na, sabihin na natin push in our master branch kasi nakaset yung branch natin into master para mag-trigger yung pipeline natin. So, automatic na po siyang mag-check. Like, for example, the unit testing in Laravel, Lumen, etc. As long as unit testing. And in the building of the web application, we can use different kinds of Docker images, etc. etc. So, for this, kung i-check natin, Morley is guwapo. Ito yung currently na nasa website content natin. So, kung gusto kong i-edit siya, or let's assume na po na-clone nyo na po to, yung ano na to, and then meron kang changes from yung local, and then you add, you commit, and then you push it in through our master branch. So, the pipeline will trigger. For example, papalitan po natin to is Bitbucket CICD tutorial by Morley. So, when we commit that one, okay, ang mangyayari po is ganito. Check po natin yung pipeline natin. Kung i-explain ko tong pipeline, para po itong siyang pipe. Alam niyo po yung pipe, yung parang PVC or kahit ano, basta pwede siyang metallic PVC din. Para siyang daanan from our codes into our server. So, kung titingnan nyo po, naglo-loading na po yung building application natin. Meron din tayong unit testing, and then yung pinakahuli, the last part is yung deploying of our codes from Bitbucket through our AWS EC2 Instance, which is ito. Ayan. So, pagkatapos ng pipeline natin, ayan, success. Ito lang po yun. Pagka-refresh mo, ayan, Bitbucket CICD tutorials by Morley. So, the very advantage of CICD, continuous integration and continuous development, is there's no meron tayong zero downtime. And then, yung deployment din is automation na rin. No need na to, like, manually deploy your codes from different version control system into our AC2 instance or droplets or any VPS, etc. etc. So, ganito po siya kaganda. And then, ang tanong is, ano po yung ginamit ko, ano po yung ginawa ko, what did I do just to make the pipeline run. So, okay. So, first of all, I have this Bitbucket dash pipelines dot YAML or YML. So, ang ginawa natin is I use the image of PHP version 7.2. So, meron tayong pipelines, which is ito, and then defaults. This is very important, guys. Itong indexing na to is para siyang Python. Alam niyo yung Python na once you create a certain statements, kung gusto niyo may kasunod nito, under that statements is meron tayong index or indentation for that. So, pipeline, default, yung first step natin is building application. Yung script natin, if you kung mapapansin nyo is echo building application lang po tayo. But in real life po, we're not doing this one. In real life, maybe we are going to install first Composer or Get. Depende sa image nyo, kung ano ang gamit nyo. And then, magko-Composer install tayo. Tapos, gagawa tayo ng isang artifacts kung saan lahat ng mga vendor dependencies nandun. I-build natin yung application through the cloud, and then after that is yung unit testing natin. Yung unit testing natin is as is lang po yung ginawa ko. Gumawa ko ng script just to echo unit testing. But in real life again, ang gagawin natin sa unit testing is para siyang parang pagtitest ng codes natin, like vendor PHP unit test, parang ganon yung sa Laravel at sa Lumen, or any programming language na nag-unit testing. Dito lang natin ilalagay yung scripts. So the next part is deploy to EC2. So yung scripts natin is to update the server, and then to install SSH, kasi mostly pag default, sabi ni Bitbucket in their documentation, mostly default, what we call this one, default image is wala siyang naka-install na SSH. And then ang ginawa ko is nag-SSH tayo with our user. Pwede tayong gumawa ng user, but currently in our EC2 instance, ito yung pinaka-default na user, which is yung EC2 user. And then our public DNS, which is ito siya, which is our website. And then after that, let's tell the command line na this is the next part will be bash, and then he will call the execute sh. And then kung titingnan natin si execute sh, ayan, along yung file structure niya is along with Bitbucket pipelines.yaml. So ang gagawin lang niya is pupunta siya dito sa location inside our server, which is ito. Ayan, ls natin. Dito mo na makikita yung index.html natin. So ang gagawin niya is after niya makapag-connect through our server using VPS, using SSH, mag-change directory siya in this location, and then magpo-pull and then exit. So kaya natin nakukuha yung codes, updated codes natin in our master branch. So in our next tutorial, ipapakita natin step by step paano siya ginawa, paano ako nag-come up ng ganitong idea in Bitbucket, since I've been using GitLab for a long time, like 1 year and a half. And then for more videos, you can like the video and then subscribe and share it to our kapwa developers. And then sa gustong mag-donate para gumanda yung ano natin, like audio, etc. sa mga kapwa developer natin dyan, pwede kayong mag-donate. Ayun, sa mga ano naman, company, tumatanggap tayo ng part-time jobs dito, remote job only. And salamat.